not there. She's turned the thumb up. Old school armbar. She's there.
Your winner via armbar, the queen of the Cambodian cage, Tharoth the Little Frog.
Show the world that Cambodian people, we have our own traditional martial arts.
ជំរាបសួរអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នា Welcome to a very special episode of Chluy Talk. I am your host, Hella Chluy. Today we got an amazing guest. Before I introduce her, I am going to roll the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Khmer Bokator fighter turned movie star, Tharoth Sam. How are you?
ជំរាបសួរបងឆ្លើយជំរាបសួរពុកម៉ែបងប្អូនដែលរស់នៅសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកទាំងអស់ They sending my greeting and say hello from Cambodia.
Okay, so we're going to have a conversation in Khmer and English. As you may know, my Khmer is not that good, but I understand fully. So we're going to mix and match and just have a good time. And before we start, I just want to I want you to introduce yourself, let the world know who you are, where you grew up, and a little bit about your childhood, and what you grew up, or village or country. I mean not country. Okay. We all know Khmer, but what neighborhood.
ជំរាបសួរម្ដងទៀតកាលពីខ្ញុំបានទៅជួបបងលោកមុនខ្ញុំអត់ទាន់បានដែរនិយាយគ្នាច្រើនទេ so hello I gotta introduce myself again ខ្ញុំឈ្មោះកណោតអ៊ុំថារ៉ាត់ហើយពេលខ្ញុំចូលជា movie star ហើយនឹងអ្នកបដាខ្ញុំដាក់ឈ្មោះសំថារ៉ាត់ហើយខ្ញុំមានស្រុកកំណើតនៅជំរំសៃធូខ្ញុំកើតនៅឆ្នាំ1990 I was born there in 1990 but I didn't get to know anything because I was a baby and my family moved to live in Phnom Penh in about 1994 ឆ្នាំ94ផ្លាស់មកនៅភ្នំពេញខ្ញុំមានថ្ងៃនេះ becomes like a fighter or movie star ហ្នឹងមកពីខ្ញុំកាពីទូចខ្ញុំដូចថាគេ bully ច្រើនណាគេធ្វើគេនៅសាលារៀនខ្ញុំអត់សូវដូច attach ខ្លួនជាមួយ social ទេហើយអត់មាន friend ច្រើនហើយអត់ក្លាហានទេពីទូចဆိုចឹងខ្ញុំចេះនៅចិត្តផ្ទះចេះតែមានរឿងបញ្ហាកើតឡើងដូចជាចោលប្លន់ឬក៏គេវាយកាប់ចាក់គ្នាអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំចង់មានអីការពារខ្លួនខ្ញុំចង់ចេះក្បាច់គុណខ្ញុំចង់ build confidence របស់ខ្ញុំណាខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យ mentality របស់ខ្ញុំនឹង brave ខ្លាំងជាងមុនតែខ្ញុំក៏ស្រឡាញ់នឹកឃើញថាខ្មែរធ្លាប់ឮបុកក្បាច់គុណបុកតាវនៅខ្មែរហ្នឹងក៏ខ្ញុំស្វែងរកទៅហាត់បុកតាវទៅហើយBokator changed me a lot ផ្លាស់ប្ដូរខ្ញុំឲ្យទៅជាមនុស្សថ្មីឲ្យទៅជាក្មេងស្រីដែលក្លាហានឲ្យជាក្មេងស្រីដែលចេះនិយាយឬថាមាន connection មានទំនាក់ទំនងជាមួយមនុស្សច្រើនរហូតដល់ខ្ញុំធ្វើបាន achievement ច្រើនរហូតដល់ខ្ញុំក្លាយជា movie star នេះវា been very very long struggle and long story. Can I
try my best to translate what you just said? So you were born in 1990 in the village of, how do you say it?
Chungrum Saitu.
Chungrum Saitu, and then
Saitu, yes, Saitu camp refugee. Saitu refugee camp.
Saitu refugee camp, and then later.
No, chut khao dang or what, bong?
Yeah, nhum khao dang 83, 1983.
Oh, chut khne on. I don't know. Nhum dang bo bien chut khne on.
But I have to look into it. But so you moved into Phnom Penh with your family, and that's where you grew up. And then she said
my whole life.
She said she got into martial arts because going to school she dealt with bullying, and she wanted to learn self-defense mainly. And she found out that Khmer have their own martial arts called Bokator, and the rest is history from there. How did my Parai do? And then did I explain it correctly? Let me know if I'm not explaining it
correctly lah. I'm impressed of your Khmer for real.
Okay, but you man Tharoth started learning martial art. What age were you when you entered the school, or were you
I started martial art when I was 18, so it was through 2008. But everyone that watched my fight and see my movement they said that I might start maybe I was 5 or I was little. Didn't know I started when I was 18 already. Yeah 2003ខ្ញុំហ្នឹងឯងខ្ញុំចាប់ផ្ដើម martial art and ដោយសារ some people keep គេហៅអី bullying ដូចនិយាយយើង down ណារលរឿងរលរឿងគេហើយគេនិយាយថា Bokator នឹង not true martial art and fight អត់បាន on the ring, you know, cannot fight on the ring. If you go on the real ring or street fight, she'll never beat no one. I kind of like wanted to prove them. So ខ្ញុំនិយាយច្រើន I did an action. So ខ្ញុំ tried to ask for the match. But in Bokator, that time they didn't have the female to compete like fight combat. So I tried to ask the Kun Khmer Federation to let me have a match. In 2012.
So were you actually the first female fighter in Khmer that did MMA?
Yeah. MMA, I was the first female.
Oh, wow.
But not the first Kun Khmer fighter. So that time, my first fight, I thought either win or lose, I don't care. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I'm happy. I just want to prove that I use Bokator in the ring and I use Bokator, you know, I can fight. Not just for performing and then dancing. Yeah, and it's effective. That's correct. How you go? Some local and my first fight I won. Unexpected. Next month and my mom, I didn't tell my mom the truth because she always stopped me and you know my why you got bruises and come home and she cried a lot when she found out. But then I told her, look, Mom, I'm not die. I just want to prove some people that what I'm doing is you know is good and plus it show the power of the girl here in Cambodia and plus it show the culture because I'm the new generation. I want to preserve a culture ចង់ឲ្យវប្បធម៌រស់វិញព្រោះ Bokator វាបាត់យូរហើយបាត់ជាពិសេសគឺពេលសង្គ្រាមពលពតចូលមកអ្នកខ្លាំងបកែ Bokator គឺគេត្រូវសម្លាប់ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងទៅ my first fight I won it encouraged me to walk more ខ្ញុំអត់ដែរពីទូចខ្ញុំអត់ដែរចង់ dream ថាចង់ខ្លាចជា boxer អី but now I am a boxer and more than a fighter.
Yes. So how was your experience, like your first fight? How did you feel, and did you go in there like were you confident but in the back of your mind you like I'm gonna win, right? Like that's or did you you're expecting to lose or you just want to
I expected to lose because that was my first ever time to fight. I went there just to have fun. That's what I told myself and I just to have fun and I just to show my ability. I know that I'm going to lose because the girl had 7 fights ahead of me and it was my first time and she was like bigger and taller too. So you know bigger and taller yung bida. And then I knocked her out on the 3rd round by push kick on her stomach. Just boom.
I love the push kick. That's like one of my favorite kicks. It's like the most effective.
Oh, really?
Too. Yeah. Was this the first MMA fight that was, or was this like an exhibition, or was this like your first fight ever?
No, that was the Kun Khmer fight. But the first MMA fight, it was 2014. I win by armbar. Clay keep playing. Kind of felt nervous because MMA is way different. Kun Khmer you stand up fight. The MMA you ground fight, grab អីចឹងហើយហ្នឹងហើយខ្ញុំអត់សូវបកកាយ I had so much to learn. But then my first fight I won again by armbar. Like,
congratulations on your you know just becoming just a fighter and a natural winner. So
and it's hard too because the way I walk is just by my own myself. My family did not support. My friend always asked questions. Why did you do that? So many jobs the girls should be doing, not like fighting and get hurt. So, you know, I'm on the path alone and with courage, with depression there sometimes, but I always fight with it. How I winning it pushed me. With her, I okay. Tharoth anh pakai nang terang nang data semataខ្លួនឯងអន់ណាដល់ពេល then I found myself and then I know myself more ហើយវារួញទឹកចិត្តឲ្យខ្ញុំធ្វើរហូត fight with the darkness, fight with the negative, fight with everything and then I try to explain my friends and my family ខ្ញុំបញ្យល់ពួកគាត់ថាខ្ញុំវាយខ្ញុំហាត់ក្បាច់គុនគឺខ្ញុំមាន goal របស់ខ្ញុំធំខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យ ក្បាច់គុនខ្មែររស់ឡើងវិញខ្ញុំចង់បង្ហាញពីស្ត្រីនៅកម្ពុជាក៏ខ្លាំងដែរខ្ញុំចង់លើកទឹកចិត្តឲ្យ my next generation បើសិនគាត់ believe in sport fight ឲ្យចង់ឲ្យគាត់ make it international and then I also made it international too soយើង involve ក្បាច់គុនយើងចូលទៅក្នុង international through media through fight through the movie អានឹងឯងធ្វើឲ្យគេស្គាល់កម្ពុជាកាន់តែច្រើន
Wow, so basically for our non-Khmer speaking viewer, she said basically her parents weren't supportive of her doing martial arts and competing and fighting, and she had to deal with a lot of like, depression and stuff like that, and she was just trying to educate people on the ancient art of Bokator and keep the Khmer culture alive through martial arts. I think it's very important to keep it alive and pass it to the next generation. It's in our blood, and I love martial arts too. So that's when we met. We'll get to that shortly. Though when we met was I wanted to pick your brain and I wanted to learn from you because to me martial arts is like my favorite thing in the world, and I was so hyped when you came to Philadelphia for the film festival. You and your team were promoting the documentary Surviving Bokator, so Bokator. So can you speak a little about that documentary and how important of a role you were in making the film?
Talk about the documentary called Surviving Bokator ខ្មែរយើងថាការរស់ឡើងវិញនៃក្បាច់គុន Bokator documentary ហ្នឹង Mark and Sandra the Canadian couple គេមកនៅស្រុកខ្មែរឆ្នាំ2010គេចាប់ផ្ដើម film the story behind Bokator ហ្នឹងថាហេតុអី Bokator ancient art ហ្នឹងវា lost វាបាត់បង់យូរហើយ they heard a very interesting story then គេចង់ធ្វើ documentary about that មកពីគេឃើញ some student like so passionate about it like one of them is me too in there and they just made an interview about my life training Bokator ថាវាពិបាកមិនគ្រួសារអត់ support ហើយនៅតែដើរមកទៀតនៅតែជួយផ្សព្វផ្សាយទៀត and talk about my grandmaster's life like he's been struggling his whole life bringing back Bokator back to life like he also left his family in America I heard and like he loves martial arts just like you and I so what try to rebuild and for our Bokator មានឈ្មោះល្បីឡើងវិញហើយនៅក្នុង documentary ហ្នឹងI was one of the third important role because the first role was my grandmaster and then second important main role is Tharoth my search bong ke hau senior
sensei or instructor
yeah and then
or is it more was he a teacher or was he just like a colleague someone that your teammate
teacher ខ្ញុំដែរ ខ្ញុំឲ្យ search មក and then តមកខ្ញុំមាន teammate ខ្ញុំម៉ាឡាសុគួងបុនថាទាំងអស់គ្នានឹងខិតខំដូចថា left the house early អត់មាន spend time with family ច្រើនទេ spend or most of the time with Bokator just to practice ហើយ និយាយរួមទៅធ្វើមិនឲ្យចេះខ្លួនឯងដើម្បីចេះប្រហាត់ទៅក្មេងជំនាន់ក្រោយទៀតហើយ documentary ហ្នឹង is very important for my life because it's like the life story it's not the movie that they create or direct or just write it down like a movie it's not a movie it's like about life story real life story អា document ហ្នឹង so យើងធ្វើការងារប្រចាំថ្ងៃមានណាគេបងមកថតយើង so យើងអត់ដឹងទេអញ្ចឹងពេល they made that to the documentary with the history មួយសម្រាប់កម្ពុជាហើយសម្រាប់ Bokator ដែរហើយ documentary ហ្នឹងសំខាន់មែនតើហើយវា very inspiring though everyone that already watched it like Cambodian and non-Cambodian they always say that it's very inspired ហើយគេដូចថាធ្វើឲ្យខ្លួនគេហ្នឹងចង់យល់ដឹងហើយចេះស្រឡាញ់វប្បធម៌របស់គេខ្លាំងហើយគេចង់ដូចស្គាល់ពី root របស់ខ្លួនឯង like when I went there the kids they never want to come visit Cambodia change their mind that I want to know about Cambodia now I want to see Angkor Wat especially I want to train Bokator this is what I'm really happy to hear ហើយយើងចង់ឲ្យកូនខ្មែរទាំងនៅស្រុកខ្មែរទាំងនៅបរទេសឲ្យគាត់បានស្រឡាញ់ជាតិខ្លួនឯងកាន់តែច្រើនហើយស្គាល់ពីខ្លួនឯងកាន់តែច្រើនចាហើយនឹង documentary ដែរ talked about how to work in a team as a family so sometimes you mean argument lahot but then at the end we always fix problem and then always a happy ending we have like every problem you have to solve face to face, and then teach people to be open-minded, especially ដូចអ្នកចាស់ចាស់ចឹងណាបងយើងមិនចង់និយាយថាចាស់ចាស់អាក្រក់ទេប៉ុន្តែគាត់មានគំនិតរបស់គាត់ផ្សេងពី old generation, so យើងចង់ឲ្យពួកគាត់ more
the old school way of thinking. They're not really
documentary ហ្នឹងដូច kind of one of a lesson movie that teach people
be open-minded and listen to the youth and the next generation. So I was actually blessed to watch that documentary, and it's really inspiring to me, learning more about our Khmer culture and the ancient art of Bokator, and watching you, it was like a very good documentary, well put together. You'll see the sweat, blood, and tears. This, the struggle, the countless hours of training, the drama. It was a well put together, and I'm already know people's gonna ask where can they to watch it or stream it. Is it available to stream yet for people? Because I would put the link in the description because I know people's gonna ask, and I
just heard my friend that they rented in Vimeo.
Vimeo? Oh, okay. So so I'll look into that. So maybe we could talk to Sandra to see if it's still like an option for people to stream.
Yeah, that would be so nice to help spread the word and share people to see surviving Bokator. So Cambodia now getting kind of well known, like a lot of people know, and then we do it forវិស័យទេសចរណ៍នេះ tourist យើងបានល្អបានកើនឡើងដែរគេស្គាល់ខ្មែរកាន់តែច្រើន
Thank you for sharing your story about surviving Bokator. I want to ask you, did you have any martial art idols you look up to that you wanted to like model your fight game after? To me, growing up, it was Bruce Lee. I just wanted to fight just like him. But as I grew older, there was like other martial arts stars, Jackie Chan, Jet Li. So did you have any idols you grew up watching like, I want to be just like him to fight, or her,
I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm a fighter, but I don't follow the fighters.
Okay.
I'm a movie star, and I don't follow the movie.
Let me ask you this.
But that's it. I have an answer. Like, I
was just going to ask you, like, when it came out, how do you feel about that? I was so happy to see that, about Mui Boran. It all ties into ancient times.
It happens the same time that I really want to have my own weapon. Like, I want to learn how to fight. So it came out the same time. Hey, movie you watched like Bay Dong, and then it hit my heart. So you gotta do this. Oh, I want to fight like him. I want to know how to fight. I want to be in a movie. And then which up down came in my mind.
Yes.
ទៅហើយហ្នឹងហើយបានខ្ញុំ lucky ដែរដែលមានមិត្តភ័ក្តិគេមាន national competition ហើយខ្ញុំសួរគេថា competition អីគេតើមើលបានអត់គេថាក្បាច់គុណតែហើយខ្ញុំទៅមើលទៅក៏ដឹងថាហ្នឹងក្បាច់គុណអីគេខ្ញុំសួរគេខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងហ៎ហើយ kind of like embarrassed យើងកូនខ្មែរក៏អត់ស្គាល់ចុះកាលនោះវាទៅម្ដងថ្មីទៅមកទៅទៅឡើងវិញ
Kun Khmer is like the Khmer kickboxing, right?
ហ្នឹងហើយតែកាលនោះប្រឡងBokatorហ្មងហើយខ្ញុំទៅសួរលោកគ្រូតាសាញ់ជំសៀនថាខ្ញុំស្រីខ្ញុំហាត់បានអត់លោកគ្រូគាត់ថា the most welcome នៅស្រីមកហាត់គាត់អត់ឆោចគាត់យកលុយទាំងអស់គាត់ encourage គាត់ឲ្យខ្ញុំហាត់ហើយមួយថ្ងៃនោះខ្ញុំស្រឡាញ់ពេកខ្ញុំហាត់ sometimes 8 hours a day sometimes 4 hours a day ដែរស្រឡាញ់ពេកចាពេលពីនោះមកបន្តមកទៀតពេលខ្ញុំចង់បាយបដាល់គុនខ្មែរហ្នឹង I look up to បង Putong.
He was a legendary Khmer kickboxer champion, right?
I remember once គាត់ពេលគាត់វាយចាញ់ I cried so much ខ្ញុំយំច្រើនមែនទែនថាអូ my idol គេវាយគាត់វាយចាញ់អីចឹងណា so អាហ្នឹងគាត់ជា idol របស់ខ្ញុំពេលខ្ញុំវាយបដាល់ so yeah they kind of like me an idol ម្នាក់មួយដែរហើយឥឡូវខ្ញុំបាន my dream came true ខ្ញុំបានកើតជា the fighter and when working in the movie that I can use my martial art to like show it in like involve it into the movie ហើយខ្ញុំសប្បាយចិត្តមែនទែន I'm living my life
oh, thank you and you're an idol to many others you inspire you're a strong Khmer woman and like I think it's amazing we need more people like you it is important for like Khmer women to like have representation not just the big screen but just like to motivate people to that there's nothing that you can't do you don't even have to be martial arts just to go hard in life and just excel whatever you want to do if you have a dream go for it
that's true that's true
on the topic of film you were actually involved in many other films. What was next after surviving Bokator? Did Jailbreak come first, or did First They Killed My Father? Would you like to speak on that?
After surviving Bokator, the First They Killed My Father came first before Jailbreak. Yeah, before Jailbreak.
And for those that don't know, go ahead. I'm gonna let you explain.
And the movie First They Killed My Father just came right after a week that I just got beat up from the cage. I got bruises eye and then like all swollen. But then I was so happy that they picked me, because when I went to do the casting, I did not expect that they gonna chose me, but kind of had a hope. I hope that if they wanted to get the martial art in there, maybe I'm the one that they chose. But just keep praying and finger crossed. And then it happened. I got to work with Angelina Jolie, and the original plan of the movie, they didn't have the fight scene. But since she know that I was a martial artist and one of my boss in a stunt team, he just had some idea. He asked and he discussed with Angelina if they have a fight scene, would it be look cool in that one, because they can show the power of the girl, and especially chia សមមិត្តនារីនៅលេងនៅក្នុងហ្នឹងយើងធ្វើជា one of the leader នៅក្នុង Pol Pot movie ហ្នឹងចឹងទៅបានគេចង់ឲ្យយើងshow our talent, and I was so freaking happy that Angelina allowed to, and she agreed that would be so cool in the movie. And then yung kata, since I'm not a very important person, maybe they would show my scene just 2 seconds to 5 seconds. That doesn't matter as long as I can work with them. I'm happy enough. But then when the movie came out, they show like almost the whole fight scene.
Wow.
And then they give me a script on Nyom Jay, like yelling in putting power off Nyom. That was such a big day for me that Nyom that dream of. ដែលនឹកឃើញហើយរឿងនឹងដែរក៏ធ្វើឲ្យគេស្គាល់កម្ពុជាកាន់តែច្រើនហើយធ្វើឲ្យគេស្គាល់ martial art ខ្មែរកាន់តែច្រើនដែរណែបន្ទាប់មកទៀតបាន Jailbreak មកដល់ Jailbreak ក៏ hit ខ្លាំងដែរគេហៅ blockbuster ហ្នឹងណាហើយ both movie are on Netflix ដូចខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងនិយាយថាមកយ៉ាង overwhelmed ពេលដឹងថាពេលដឹងថារឿងហ្នឹងបានបង្ហាញក្បាច់គុនខ្មែរទៅឲ្យបងគេដឹងហើយមាន fan គេ message មក Hey, are you some Tharoth? Man, your martial art is so cool, blah blah blah. ដូចវាមក international ចឹងបើនិយាយអូខេក្នុងជាតិសរសើរយើងសប្បាយចិត្តប៉ុន្តែពី international មកទៀតវាធ្វើឲ្យយើងកាន់តែមានអារម្មណ៍រំភើបទៀតថា Oh my god, Cambodia ទៅហោះឆ្ងាយហើយគេមើលឃើញអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំសប្បាយចិត្តខ្លាំងណាស់
Yes, so for the viewers out there, First They Killed My Father. She played a role in the film, and she was able to incorporate martial arts and with Angelina Jolie. And she proved it, and she didn't expect to get like more than 2 seconds on the fight scene, but they actually played most of the fight scene, which was very exciting for her. And First They Killed My Father is on Netflix. It's if you guys haven't seen it, it's about our Khmer history of around the killing field era. So if you guys want to watch it and learn more about your history and just cry with your parents, this is the film to watch. It's very sad. And also she said she mentioned Jailbreak, which is an action film, because it's a big hit in Cambodia, which is also on Netflix. And you were like one of the starring roles, right?
Yes, well,
in that
I was
movie,
one of the top. ហ្នឹងហើយហើយនៅក្នុង First They Killed My Father fight scene ណាអ្នកនាង NG គាត់អង្គុយមើលរហូត She sit and watch the flow ចឹងពេលខ្ញុំ fight job she gave me a thumb up and she said you are amazing, you did a great job. I was like, oh my god, is it a dream? One in a lifetime when you work in a movie Hollywood star ហើយគេឲ្យចឹង in front of everyone ខ្ញុំ
I freaking love Angelina Jolie. I watched Tomb Raider. That was such a good movie. But what was it like working with Angelina Jolie? Like I would get starstruck. I don't get starstruck much, but if I'm in the same room with Angelina Jolie, I wouldn't know how to act. I'd be so nervous.
She's way so nice. She's so humble. ដូចយើងគិតថាគាត់ដូចមនុស្ស high class ចឹងមិនគួរណាថាមកធ្វើការឲ្យជាមួយយើងដូចថា friendly និយាយដូច friendly ចឹងហើយshe's really caring about people caring love hay show love hay chất on so nice she's so perfect so lovely.
Hear nothing but good things about Angelina Jolie. So she said she's a very humble, caring, and just an overall great person. What was your most did you have any? What was your most difficult time filming? Did you have any like problems or like any? Did you face any like adversity that you had to overcome?
Yeah. Some people ask me, okay, about between fighting and doing movie, which one is easier? For me, just my thought before, I said maybe filming is easier than real fight. But to compare now, it's kind of like almost the same because in real fight, you just focus one time. You go for it like 15 minutes, fight, win or lose. It's got to be just short time. In the movie, if I played romantic movies without action or something, it's going to be so easy and relaxed. But that action movie always fight the whole. And on Jailbreak, up to cắt to you understand, right?
Continuous, you just keep going.
Continue. It's how one shot, you do by the whole. If someone messed up, you have to
redo the whole thing.
It again. The whole thing.
So this is actual work, and it's like a continuous fight. This is very hard because with martial arts, 2 minutes is a long time. So if you're doing like an 8-minute scene and one person mess up, you gotta redo it. That's what she's saying. So go ahead and finish.
As a only girl, when I see the guys fight, I want to like do good like them. I want to hit hard like them. But sometimes every month, low energy. But that time, you cannot be sick. You're not allowed to be sick. You have to work. Everything, put my all to make it look good. Hey, like nông Jailbreak nắng tại sao dân ở miền lôi enough to đặt cái món honey lực mình được ho hay chăng á
harness
harness chăng á dùng pra này dùng pra real món fall sun khuyên ai tụi nó mình là cái sun ở dưới này so chăng bia của bạn nâng nông first day came my father đi kia why how I focus on the script speaking to how much I be real. And as me, before I did First Day Came My Father, I didn't work as much movie like I didn't have a lot of experience before. And then Jung Chol we kind of like pressure. I was afraid that I didn't do good. Because if you had the experience before, then it will be good. But then, well, she gave me a thumb up, so that means I did great. And the script, the emotion, the power, the energy that I put was just so real. As much like same like Jailbreak. So it was hard, but then it turned out to a well done.
Great film. Yeah, it's a great film. I watch it on Netflix as well because to me, like, if anything involved fighting, I really like watch the fight scenes and I admire like you did a good job. You guys really sold the moves. Like you actually like make it look real. That's what I like about martial arts movie. Like back in the days, back in the 90s, they're like 5 feet away. They don't even punch real. So it's like, I like, they just start flying. So it's like, I like realism and I love the elbows and knees. Can you tell me about maybe some of your favorite moves, your elbows and knees?
That's a sweet movement that we love to show it because Bokator yung pitchon kia nó chanting kia delicious.
So,
cái
Kain?
Yeah, Kain. Yeah,
Kain. So Kain is the elbow, which is like the main
flying
weapon.
Elbow, flying knee, the main line sharp one.
The elbow bone. So it's like the elbows and knees are like the main weapon in the Bokator, right?
And for the art, it's beautiful, technique too. The elbow hanging knee, especially flying with high jump off a jump and step on one people and then grab with the feet and then go like this on the head. That was my favorite.
When you climb the knee and then you elbow on the head. I love that so much. Tony Jaa did a lot of that. That's why I respect Tony because he kept a lot of the original ancient stuff in the movies and he made it work in the fight scene. I'm like, wow, this is.
Yeah,
it looks like the people say it might not work in competition, but this, I think it would be really deadly and kill people in real life if if you go to defend yourself. Like this is no joke. An elbow to an elbow to the the temple would probably knock somebody out or even kill somebody if they hit.
And for people that always like time judge Bokator lang step on to my god no god as long as net hat speed យើង had 100 times ទៅ speed រហូតទៅយើងធ្វើបានហើយ anything is possible. And then next step it's going to be Jailbreak 2 and I believe Jailbreak 2 is going to do better.
Oh wow. Yeah, I just remembered you mentioned that. That's amazing. So can't wait for that. I'm looking forward.
At first, I asked my producer. He said, maybe not going to happen, Jailbreak 2. And I was so sad. My fans so sad too because they're all asking for Jailbreak 2. And now the announcement did already that we're going to do Jailbreak 2. And we're going to start to practice. And I'll start to film the beginning of 2021.
Yes. Jailbreak 2 coming soon. Were you involved in the choreography of the fight scenes, or did you have a stunt team that helped come up with the fights? Were you involved at we should do this and do that? Or
Yeah. I had some involved, but mostly the choreography stunt team, they made it the most. And they also asked some of my idea too. If some technique is just it's too over, then we can change and we talk. We're all cool. And they really did a great job. In Jailbreak 1, it was Jean Poli. He's Cambodian Chinese that born in French.
Jean Poli, right? I think we're friends on Facebook. Yeah, he's a stunt choreographer.
And he's your fan, you know that?
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah.
He likes Hela Chluy so much.
He's majors. That's awesome that I have to know who I am.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't know Hela Chluy? And the second guy is Owa Dara. It's the same partner that just trained with me and the same team.
Wow.
So
awesome. So aside from Jailbreak 2, you have any announcements or upcoming projects, or do you have any goals that you want to do aside from movie, or maybe do you want to become a movie director? Is that a lane that you are thinking about?
That is the point that I've thought about too, but it's got to be step by step. For now, I'm enjoying acting and also fighting too. But since fighting needs a lot of time to train, at least 3 months before the fight, cannot jump in 2 weeks before. Well, if I'm in a good shape, then can get the fight. But if not, then have to be smart and take care of myself too.
Are you still involved in the Bokator classes in school and teaching? Are you still involved with the students, or are you?
Yes, I am still involved. And recently, I just involved to the police force. Yeah, it was a great honor that the the police academy គាត់ចង់ឲ្យមាន coach ជាស្ត្រីដើម្បីបង្ហាត់ student ដែលជាស្រីនៅសាលាប៉ូលីសនឹងព្រោះ the girls គាត់ shy គាត់អៀនអត់បានហាត់ពេញដៃពេញជើងជាមួយ coach ប្រុសទេអញ្ចឹងទៅគាត់ដូចថាផ្ដល់កិត្តិយសដូចជាផ្ដល់ជា opportunity ជាឱកាសឲ្យយើងចូលទៅបង្ហាត់បង្រៀនគ្នាស្រីៗនឹងដែរខ្ញុំសប្បាយចិត្តមែនតើព្រោះអាហ្នឹងឯងជាគោលដៅដូចថាយើងចង់ឲ្យឃើញស្រីខ្មែរកាន់តែរឹងមាំហើយជាពិសេសគឺចេះក្បាច់គុណខ្មែរស្រឡានទៀតព្រោះនៅស្រុកខ្មែរវាអាសាមានរឿងឃាតកម្មគេសម្លាប់ស្រីៗណាពេលរំលោភឲ្យសម្លាប់បង so cruel.
So kitakam means crime like killings and murders?
Yeah. So basan our woman check martial art, at least basan kwat too panic and cannot fight, at least she can run fast, like she can escape herself first or ask for help, not just panic and then freeze and and then it's so sad.
I'm gonna try my best to translate in English of what you said. So you just recently enrolled into the Cambodia police force?
Police academy.
Police academy to train police officers on how to like fighting techniques and survival techniques and self-defense and stuff like that, because they needed like a female like an instructor that's experienced. Because their previous instructor was too shy to teach, or you said something like that. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Exactly.
But yeah, there's a lot of are you guys training because go ahead.
ស្រីនៅស្រុកខ្មែរគាត់អត់គាត់អៀនច្រើនណាដូចស្រីអាកាំងតែគេទៅហាត់ទៅជាមួយគ្រូប្រុសក៏អត់អីដែរហើយគេទៅហាត់ហ្មងបើនៅខ្មែរដូចអៀនណាដូចពេលប្រុសប៉ះ
more traditional. Yeah, I know what you mean. Definitely. So the training in police academy, because are they training because they wanted to be more hand-to-hand combat, or they don't want to use the force, like they don't want to use the plug, they want to like maybe try to fight crime with hand first, so to prevent
as a police they also want me to know any other martial art too, like Hapkido, because Hapkido which is chap and jang Malpi police not allowed violence not allowed to violence just to for my side ខ្ញុំប្រហាត់បកតោដើម្បីឲ្យគេចេះមានសមាធិល្អហើយជាពិសេស martial art របស់យើងហ្នឹងវាសបោ art សបោយើងចង់រក្សាវប្បធម៌ហ្នឹងឲ្យក្មេងខ្មែរស្គាល់អញ្ចឹងយើង share បកតោហ្នឹងដើម្បីឲ្យពួកគាត់បានស្គាល់ពី culture art culture របស់យើងមិនមែនបង្រៀនឲ្យពួកគាត់ទៅ violence ទៅលើមនុស្សទេព្រោះបកតោយើងក៏មាន some technique that grapple and clay អីចឹង submission អីចឹងដែរហ្នឹងហើយចឹងពេលខ្ញុំ I can say that ខ្ញុំអត់វាមិនចេះបកតោទាំងអស់ក្បាលទេ sometimes យើងភ្លេចដែរ but I can share all I know.
Would you say Bokator is becoming more popular? Are there more and more schools opening in Sri Lanka teaching Bokator?
ឥឡូវហ្នឹង Bokator popular មែនតើហើយអីដែលសំខាន់ឃើញស្រីៗមកហាត់ច្រើនទៀតពីមុនមានស្រី
That's good. We definitely need more women. Yeah, so they can protect themselves, definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Also, can you just tell the difference? Can you explain the difference between Bokator and Kun Khmer? Kun Khmer is more competition. Is that what I'm thinking, or am I wrong?
Bokator and Kun Khmer ដូច Kun Khmer វាជាផ្នែកតូចមួយដែលយើងដកចេញពី Bokator មកដោយសារ Bokator វាមាន deadly technique ច្រើនវាមាន clay វាវាយវាអីច្រើនព្រោះពីដើមមកយើងវាយអត់មាន use glove ទេយើង just wrap ជាមួយអំបោះឆៅ string
rope
ហើយពេលយើងវាយគឺវាយសម្រាប់ដាក់អាណាគេ loose slap in a coffin យើងដាក់ចឹង so គុនខ្មែរហ្នឹងដែលជំនាន់បារាំង colony French colony វាចូលមកនៅអាណានិគមបារាំងហ្នឹងឃើញថាក្បាច់ខ្មែរយើងវា deadly ពេក so they want to be like sport ច្រើនជាង
turn into a sport right
update ឲ្យពាក់ gloves
so we don't kill each other
don't kill each other ចឹងយើងនៅគុនខ្មែរមានតែចឹង striking ច្រើន kick elbow knee អីចឹងហើយទាំងហ្នឹងឯងក៏យើងហៅថាជាគុនខ្មែរទៅដើម្បីថាមានពាក្យខ្មែរនៅក្នុងក្បាច់គុនហ្នឹងចឹងមែនតើ which is standing technique ពី Bokator ដែលសាប់ Bokator យើងមាន animals position មានទៀបមានឈរទៀបមានលឹកជើងមួយមានអីចឹងណាតែ Pradal Serey យើងជន់ទៅឈរអញ្ចឹងហើយវាយ that's a difference.
So Kun Khmer and Pradal Serey are they the same thing? Pradal Serey and Kun Khmer is it the same? Okay.
Yes,
I get confused.
So Pradal Serey it's translate from French word គេហៅ Boklip ចឹងណា free fight ចឹងណា yeah Boklip free fight use glove ចឹងដល់ពេលឲ្យលោកពូម៉ាសេរីហើយនឹងខ្មែរយើងដែលធ្វើការនៅក្នុងគុនខ្មែរ Federation ហ្នឹងចង់និយាយថែមធ្វើម៉េចឲ្យមានពាក្យខ្មែរនៅក្នុងបដាលហ្នឹងខ្ញុំនិយាយដាក់បដាលសេរីដូចជាបដាលសេរីក៏ត្រូវដែរបើថាមានពាក្យខ្មែរហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងគេនាំគ្នាបដូរមកគុនខ្មែរអញ្ចឹងគេចង់មានពាក្យខ្មែរក្នុងហ្នឹង
So pretty much what she's saying is Kun Khmer is it's pretty much the kickboxing sport of Cambodia, where it's like there's rules. You have to wear gloves. There's there's a certain amount of time per round. And Bokator is a whole ancient art where there's deadly techniques and a lot of forms based on animal style, and there's all kinds of it goes deep. It's a lot of history behind the martial art. I'm glad you cleared it up for me because this whole time I didn't know Kun Khmer and Pradal Serey were the same thing because I thought Pradal Serey was another sport that was kickboxing similar to Muay Thai, which is, this is Thailand's version is Muay Thai, right? So the sport, the ring fight. Okay.
Culture ស្តៀងគ្នា so
yeah, very
Pradal
similar.
ក៏ស្តៀងល្បឹងក៏ស្តៀងហ្នឹងហើយ
Are the rules the same? Like if you go to a Muay Thai bout and you watch it, are they similar or are they different at anything?
They're similar, like but different a little, like different just giving on point. No, I point the clinching chọn ở chỗ cùng hay sweep đài no Khmerយើង sweep out out យើង khócគ្នាទៅតិចតិចគេ pointing.
So pretty much, I can explain what clinching means. Clinching is when you grab them by the neck and you knee.
Yeah, the neck and the knee. Yeah.
Okay, that's the clinch. And sweeping, you just take the leg out with your feet, right? Sweep your
off the ground.
Okay. Is there a favorite move that you like to do? What's your signature move? What is Tharoth Sam's little frog's favorite move?
My little frog favorite move,
which means the flying elbow, right?
The flying elbow or a Superman elbow. And the people in Thailand call it the Superwoman elbow. When I did that, I caught my opponent many times with the flying elbow.
That's a very powerful move, man. I wish I could show you. I wish I could show you what the Superman is. It's when you jump and you use your leg to like catapult. And then boom, right? Like jump.
After the interview, I can share the link for you to watch, and you can fast forward to the.
It's one of my favorite moves too. Like watching it on even on Street Fighter video game. The kickboxer guy, he did that. What's his name? I'm trying to think of that. The Superman punch. He did the Superman punch, but the elbow. That's how you go for the kill. But can you explain how you got the nickname Little Frog?
Before I do martial art, I was so small and skinny, and I was running around place to place, jumping around, and I got the name because I went to live and work with my auntie at the countryside. On the small frog, we call it the lanton. Small frog, so little frog. I fried it for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and I just ate it. So they just gave me name on that one.
Because you like to eat it, so it had nothing to do with your martial arts style.
Well, now they say I jump a lot, so I deserve that name. So little frog.
That's funny. Did it bother you, or did you like the nickname?
I like the nickname.
It's not an insult, right? Little frog.
No.
Frog jump high. It's cool to jump in.
Even a little bit ugly face, but it's okay.
I think frogs are cute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's just you.
Yeah. So when I go, I've never been to Tharoth Khmer. For first timers visiting Tharoth Khmer, what would you recommend me visiting? I know definitely gonna do the touristy things like visit in Wat. That's like my dream of mine. But would you recommend any places I should see that you like to take people that visit from America or anywhere else?
After Angkor Wat, I would recommend you to see the ដូចថាអ្វីដែលខ្មែរយើងធ្លាប់ឆ្លងសង្គ្រាមហើយបាត់បង់ហ្នឹងគឺមានតែកន្លែង killing field អញ្ចឹងណា and after that I recommend you to see the New Phnom Penh, or I recommend you to go try Pradal Serey, Kun Khmer, and then Bokator, and then to see what's the difference and what's all we lost. And so are you step by step of visiting places step by step?
I definitely want to go to the Bokator school. So when I go to Cambodia, will you be my tour guide?
Yes, of course.
If you have time. If you're not...
I have time as long as I have time.
I know you're busy. You might be filming, Jailbreak too. But I definitely plan on going.
I can take you to visit my film set if you came on the right time.
I'm not sure about 2021, but I hope to go there by 2022 because I'm still waiting on my passport and all kinds of other stuff.
Right.
But I have lots of family I've never been back to Tharoth Khmer. So I'm born in Khao Dang, moved to Seattle in 1984. So it's like I never even stepped foot on Tharoth Khmer soil. I went from Khao Dang to the Philippines, then to Washington State, and I've never even met my uncles, all my family, like a lot of family, like uncles and boos and my mom's side, my dad's side. They only see me on, Facebook and pictures and stuff. So I definitely maybe go with my brothers first because they've been back and forth. I want to go there with family so I could show respect and visit family first. Because I know if they go there, they see me and I don't visit my family, I'm going to have a problem. Definitely look forward to seeing you elevate and keep shining and doing great things. I just want to thank you for just having a conversation with me. I know that we're on we're on a separate time zone. It's it was 9 a.m. here, and then it's evening over there, 8 at night. So
8
I'm very blessed to have you as a friend. Oh, can we talk about when we hung out when you came to New York? We still have time. So can you tell us when you met me in New York for the second time, when you came to visit New York? What was your experience like? Just me showing you around New York City.
Experience excited, and I feel like I was an ant into the big giant world. I never expect to have travel because I only been to Khmer, like Asia and I heard that to go to America is very hard for Cambodian. I feel like maybe admin chance to go admin but then especially New York, the Big Apple, like I said, I feel like I was this small to be in a giant world, and everything was so new to me, and especially I got you company with me, and I always follow you with my brother because we were friends, and I didn't expect that I'm gonna meet you for real, hang out with you, and I gotta teach you Bokator, and gotta do the funny move, and then Tharoth together. Experience was so great, and it was so fun, and I didn't want to end. I want to my fun time is always short.
I had so much fun hanging out with you. I felt felt special. You wanted to hang out with me, and I took you to some of the in little time. I took you to the 9/11 area, the World Trade Center. Then we went to all over. We went to Chinatown. We went to we ate Cathedral at Chinatown at my spot.
And then we went Bridge.
Yeah, we went to Brooklyn Bridge. We did a lot for a day, And then we went to the world famous pizza spot that Spider-Man was filmed at.
Yeah. And then you made the best out of it all that time.
I had to go all out for you because I don't know when I'll see you again. Because you're you're in from Khmer, so I had to take the opportunity and give you the best New York experience I can give. In little time, and
I really appreciate that.
My pleasure. Anytime you come to New York, let me know. I'm your tour guide. But you said New York felt big. Does it feel bigger than Phnom Penh? Because to me, I see pictures of Phnom Penh, they got skyscrapers popping up too. So I feel like maybe Phnom Penh.
Just now. No, this year skyscraper grow up so fast, and then. So when to New York, plus. My free time, I always stay home. I didn't go out, so kind of didn't see a lot of things going on in the city because in free time, to go take care of my dad. He's old, and spend time with my mom. Yeah, like I said, my fun time. But still, I'm still grateful with that because before I never, it's a blessed. Yeah, it's like new life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole new world. So
yeah.
Is there any places you want to visit that you have not been to? Do you plan on traveling the world and exploring? Because that's what I want to do one day.
ចង់វាចង់ហើយតែសំខាន់យើងត្រូវរកលុយសិន Yeah ហើយសប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃនេះ every day ខ្ញុំអត់មាន plan not yet. Well, I had and I will have it, but my plan these days just to earn money and do my best to take care of my dad, to keep him live long and happy.
Keep him healthy, yeah.
It's on my mind now. And next step, it's gonna be the next step.
Yeah, I feel like we touched on a lot of good things. And to wrap it up, is there anything you want to say or give shout outs? Any people you want to shout out on here, like maybe family members or something like that? Let them know Bong Hella Chluy said hi, or
cool បងខ្ញុំជាចុងក្រោយខ្ញុំមានពាក្យពេចន៍ចង់ផ្ដាំផ្ញើហើយនឹងចង់អរគុណជាពិសេសអរគុណបងឆ្លើយ for your បងគិតដល់ខ្ញុំមិនបងសួរខ្ញុំថា to interview and thank you for thinking about me and let me share my story in your podcast ហើយនឹងខ្ញុំអរគុណដល់បងប្អូនខ្មែររស់នៅអាមេរិកទាំងអស់ខ្ញុំ appreciate ខ្ញុំសរសើរនៅបេះដូងរបស់គាត់មែនទែនព្រោះសម័យនេះឥឡូវនេះគឺគាត់ស្រឡាញ់ដូចថាគាត់ចេះសាមគ្គីគ្នាណាពីអង់គ្លេសថាម៉េចបងដូចថា unity ចឹងហ៎
unity
ហ្នឹងហើយគាត់សាមគ្គីគ្នាមែនទែនហើយពេលខ្ញុំទៅដល់អាមេរិកម្ដងគឺហើយតែឃើញពួកបងស្រឡាញ់គ្នាដូចបងប្អូន just one family ខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងថាពួកបង just different parents នៅផ្សេងគ្នាអីខ្ញុំ just my look ខ្ញុំមើលទៅពួកបងស្រឡាញ់គ្នាតែមួយហើយពួកបងជួយផ្សព្វផ្សាយវប្បធម៌ខ្មែរហើយពួកបង always stand up for រឿងដែលយុត្តិធម៌ពួកខ្ញុំនៅខ្មែរក៏ខំធ្វើអញ្ចឹងដែរហើយពួកខ្ញុំក៏ដូចថាមើល put you guys as a role model ដែរថាពួកបង brave ក្លាហាន stand up for yourself ហើយធ្វើឲ្យ culture ខ្មែរល្បីនៅអាមេរិកហើយនឹងល្បីនៅប្រទេសដទៃទៀតហើយខ្ញុំសរសើរពួកបងដែលបន្តបង្រៀនភាសាខ្មែរដល់កូនជំនាន់ក្រោយដែលកើតនៅអាមេរិកអត់បានកើតនៅស្រុកខ្មែរខ្ញុំសរសើរទឹកមែនទែនហើយខ្ញុំសូមជូនពរឲ្យពួកបងទាំងអស់គ្នានៅនោះរស់នៅដោយសុបាយចិត្តមានសេចក្តីសុខរស់ស៊ីមានបានហើយកុំឲ្យជួបបញ្ហាអីអាក្រក់ទាំងអស់សូមឲ្យមានតែរឿងល្អហើយអាយុវែងព្យាយាមធ្វើល្អហើយនឹងធ្វើជា good role model for the next generation មានតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងបងអរគុណច្រើន
Wow, that was perfect. So I don't know. I know exactly what you're saying. I'm not even going to try to translate it, but pretty much just to, just summarize it. She said she's thankful for all the support worldwide and as well as she admires Khmer Americans in America and how we have unity and we support each other. So pretty much Tharoth wants to, she's overwhelmed with the support worldwide and she wants to leave a legacy and encourage the youth to go for their dreams and all the Khmer people to stay united and we need each other more than ever. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
I just want to thank you for your time and your friendship and hopefully we could continue to communicate and talk. I will definitely check up on you every now and then to see how you're doing.
Okay.
Make sure you follow Tharoth Sam on Instagram. I put her handle on the screen. So anything else? Do you have like YouTube or Facebook? Maybe you want to plug in your links or I just put your name on there. So I'm pretty sure they can find it just by typing Tharoth Sam, right?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel too named Tharoth Sam Official. I just had some video on there of my fight and because I didn't have time to do the video to put on channel, but if you guys want to see my action, some of my activity, just go and subscribe my YouTube channel. Maybe one day I have a new video and then I post on it.
All right, thank you so much. And can we do this? Can we do the Bokator greeting? Remember when remember when you taught me at the World Trade Center?
I forgot. Well, I could class.
Can we show it real quick? Okay, that's how we're gonna greet each other. So up here.
Okay.
And then you go like this. And then you go like this. Okay. So you start to pray. Really?
I'll go and really.
Bye. All right.